tried to imagine what. I couldn't get you on the telephone. No? I called a couple of times. It's a kind of a... I looked back to my office, to the pictures of Darren. It's kind of a difficult time for me at the moment. Today, in particular. She nodded. I know it is. I'm sorry about the timing, David. It's just... I know you care about what you're doing. This job, I need someone like that. Someone who cares. She glanced at me again. Do you remember Alex? Alex was her son. Of course. Do you remember what happened to him? He died. I mean, the details. I paused, looking at her, wondering where this was going. David? Why don't we go through, I said, and led her out of the waiting area and back to my desk. She looked around at the photos on the walls, her eyes moving between them. Take a seat, I said, pulling a chair out for her. She nodded her thanks. I sat down opposite her. So, tell me about Alex. He died in a car crash, she said quietly. I remember that, yes. He was drunk. He drove a Toyota, like his father used to have, right into the side of a lorry. It was only a small car. It ended up 50 feet from the road in the middle of a field, burned to a shell like him. They had to identify him from dental records. She stopped, composing herself. But you know what the worst bit was? Before he died, he'd just disappeared. He was gone 5 years before that crash. 5 years. After everything we'd done as a family, he just vanished. The next time I saw him... She couldn't finish the sentence. I'm sorry, I said. 5 years after he disappeared, the only thing he left me with was the memory of his body lying on a mortuary slab. I'll never get that image out of my head. I used to open my eyes in the middle of the night and see him standing like that next to my bed. Her eyes glistened. I don't think you ever met him in person, but I'm sure you heard about him through Darren. She took out a photograph and handed it to me. She was in it, her arms around a man in his early 20s. He was handsome, black hair, green eyes, probably 5'11", but broad, like he might once have been a swimmer. The two of them were smiling. This is Alex. It was Alex. This is the last picture we ever took of him. She nodded toward the photograph. That was a couple of days before he left. It's a nice picture. He was gone 5 years before he died. Yes, you said. In all that time, we never once heard from him. I'm really sorry, Mary, I said again, just to say something. I know, she said quietly. That's why you can help me. I eyed her. What do you mean? I don't want to sound like a mother who can't get over the fact that her son is dead. Believe me, I know he's dead. I saw him lying there with my own eyes. She paused. I thought she might cry, but then she pulled her hair back from her face and her eyes were darker, more focused. 3 months ago, I left work late, and when I got to the station, I'd missed my train. It was pulling out as I arrived. If I miss my train, the next one doesn't leave for 50 minutes. I've missed it before. When that happens, I always walk to a nice coffee place I know, close to the station, and sit in one of the booths and watch the world go by. She stopped, studying me. Okay, I said, pushing gently. I was thinking about some work I had on, some patients I had seen that day when I... Her eyes narrowed as if deciding whether she could trust me, and then they glistened again, and she took a long breath. I saw him, she said. Saw who? Alex. It took a moment for it to hit me. She's saying she saw her dead son. I don't understand, I said. I saw Alex. You saw him? Yes. What do you